Hi. So this rather large box appeared at my door today, and it's kind of a momentous box, at least for me, because this actually is the first sword that I've bought for myself in probably close to a decade. And I know that sounds strange because I do a lot of knife and short sword and videos, but the fact of the matter is, my wife buys those for me as gifts, so I really don't buy myself a lot of stuff, but this one I bought for myself. And there's a little backstory. I saw a video about a month ago about a sub $200 longsword. And it caught my interest because I'm poor, I'm cheap, and I like big swords. So I went online to check it out, and the name of the company is Swordier.com, and it's out of China. And the sword that they were showing was nice looking and it was appealing. When I went on their website, I found out that it was $199 with 50 some dollars shipping. That did not lend itself to being a sub $200 sword, in my opinion. So I looked at their other stuff, and they had a wide range of medieval swords. They also have some Oriental swords, some Chinese and Japanese swords. But I particularly was looking at the medieval swords, and they had them all the way from $99 up to, in the $400 range. And I was tempted to buy a $99 one, but even I'm not stupid enough to think that you can get anything resembling a decent sword for $99. But they did have one of their lower price ones was $139. So it was interesting. But, I'm, like I said, cheap, so I wanted to shop around a little. And since it was a Chinese sword maker, I figured, well, a lot of Chinese sword makers have shops on Amazon and eBay. So I went on Amazon, I found the exact same sword, and it was listed as $199 with free shipping, which is basically the same price. You have a $139 sword and, 50 some dollars shipping. That comes out to pretty close to $199. And I seriously considered buying it through Amazon because, one, it would have got here considerably quicker, and also it's easier to return stuff to Amazon. There is a certain amount of security going through Amazon, as much as people seem to hate them. But I went to eBay next, and they also had a shop on eBay, and they had the exact same sword, $139 again, 50 some dollars shipping, but it was a buy it now with a bidding offer. So I placed what I thought was a fairly reasonable bid. They accepted it, and I got the sword. Came to $178, including tax. So basically, I saved myself in the range of $20 to $30, which to me is a big deal. Then it was shipped. After about 7 days, it was shipped, and I just received it after almost a month, which is different than what their eBay shipping time showed, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So, anyway, this is a longsword from Swordier.com, which is out of China, and they listed $139 with $54 shipping, and it took almost a month to get here. So I'm going to try to do a unboxing vid, but considering that it's such a big box, it's almost 5 feet long, and then that I have just my cell phone to take the video with, and then I have no really good place to unbox it except the floor. So I'll give it a shot, and you may just get an after unboxing video, but I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. So next stop is unboxing the sword. Okay, so I'm going to try unboxing it for the camera. which isn't going to be particularly easy on, old legs, but I'm going to give it a shot. So I'll be down on my knees. I'll be unboxing it. If it doesn't work, well, then it doesn't work, and I'll just open the box and show you the final results. So here we go. One unboxing video. I think this is the first I've ever done. Maybe the last. I don't like being on camera either, which is an issue. But here we go. All right, as you can see, it's well wrapped in packing tape. And it appears to be in a box under the packing tape. It seems to be a box that's assembled out of multiple other boxes. So let's see how this goes. The box came in good condition. It shipped out of China on the, let's see, 3rd of September, the 8th of September, I think. I'm sorry, 3rd of September. Then for some reason it went to Korea, and then UPS picked it up on the 8th. And then it went to Anchorage, Alaska, someplace in Kentucky, and it finally made its way to me in New York. Now, I wasn't particularly happy about the $53 shipping because, well, it was $53 shipping. But let's see what we got. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this because my back is to the camera. The camera's on a stand. Very cheap $5 Amazon stand. Okay, so that's one box gone. Okay, now let's give this box a try. There, and there. And just in case you might be interested, I believe the model number on this one is SWM-1001. Okay, so here we go. And there it is. Okay. So, sorry for the moaning and groaning, but like I said, I'm old and it hurts my knees to be on the floor. So here it is. Came in cardboard box, within a cardboard box, with a styrofoam insert, wrapped in plastic. And let me try and get it unwrapped, and we'll see what we think. Sorry about the fingers, but that just is what happens. Okay, there's the crossguard, hilt, and pommel. Now, if I remember correctly, it had a cord wrap grip. Now, based on the pictures, and please understand, I am not big on typography. As far as Oakshart, whatever his name was. But I believe this is a type 18B. But don't quote me on that because I could very well be wrong. Okay, it has a interesting system here. Actually, hold on, let me grab the camera. Try and do this one-handed so you can see it. There's the hilt. I haven't unwrapped the plastic off that yet. It has an interesting hanging system. Has This one appears to be a little adjustable. This one doesn't. So I guess it would hang at an angle on your hip. It also comes with a belt, which I think is probably more than likely not going to fit me. If it's meant to go around the waist at all, it could be meant to go over the shoulder. Stitching is down the side. Actually appears to be pretty nicely done. But it's your basic leather covered, I'm assuming wood core scabbard. I know I called it a sheath. You can call it whatever you want. Just plain stainless steel fittings on the chape and throat. And now I'm going to put the camera back down again and try and get it in some kind of angle that you can see the handle and guard when I uncover it. So just sorry you have to deal with me doing this, but this is my first unboxing. All right, so let's see what it looks like. Okay, so it's got a nice, like I said, the sheath scabbard. I'm getting my terms confused. You have to excuse me. Looks to be fairly nice. Pretty much your generic. Saying a lot. Sorry, just have to deal with it. Generic scabbard. Ooh. And has a disc pommel. Actually, this disc pommel is much nicer than the one that they were showing, because the one they were showing had this really funky pockmark finish on it, whereas this one is just smooth. The crossguard has like little finials on the end of them. It's cord wrapped, and it has a metal band in the middle. Now I'll put the stats up, but supposedly everything is greasy, so supposedly it's supposed to be 54 inches overall. Now I don't know whether that is 54 inches in the scabbard or 54 inches just the sword, but we'll find out later. So anyway, that is it unboxed. Pulled the blade out a little bit. Definitely covered with oil or grease. And I'll take a closer look at it once I get it wiped down. So that's another part of this little extravaganza here. It is peened. The fittings are supposed to be stainless steel. And so far it looks pretty good for $170. And that's including shipping and tax. So I'm going to shut this off, and I'm going to take it out and wipe it off. And then we can take a look at the whole thing. But so far, I'm not disappointed. Okay, guys, back again, and this is a quick look at the Swordier SWM-1001. If you suffered through this long, I appreciate it. Basically, this is it. The blade is 35 inches long. The hilt, including the pommel and the guard, is about 12 inches long. So it is about 47 inches tip to pommel. It has a nicely shaped blade. I didn't see any warps or twists to it. The center ridge is relatively straight. It came moderately sharp. Definitely not shaving sharp, but I'm sure it's sharp enough to do some cutting with. The scabbard, I said, was leather. It appears to be some type of synthetic vegan leather, whatever you want to call it. It definitely doesn't smell like leather. It doesn't exactly feel like leather. I have no problem with that. Hopefully it won't dry out and crack like leather does sometimes, especially cheap leather. The grip is cord wrapped. It feels like it's waxed cord. Uh, Everything is tight, no rattle, no wobble. Um, the point of balance is between 2 and 3 inches out from the guard, and the point of percussion is around 22 to 23 inches out from the guard. So, not bad at all as far as weight distribution. It does have some distal taper, but not a lot. Um, and that's pretty much it, really. It's a nice looking sword. Uh, and for the price, I think it's in pretty good condition. My only, and this isn't an issue or a complaint because, well, it's an issue but not a complaint. Is that sorry, the blade is not inset into the guard. You can see that the blade shoulders actually sit on the guard, and I'm not exactly sure what the shape of the tang is. It appears to be more than wide enough for this type of sword. I mean, let's face it, this isn't a full tang sword. But most swords of this type, the blade actually is inset into the guard a little bit, and this one is not. But like I said, it is a budget sword, and for the price, it's nicely done. It looks good. It's moderately sharp. Comes with a decent sheath, scabbard, which is wood core. And let's face it, you aren't going to find anything for that price many other places. Now they do have, like I said, they do have a number of other swords. Sorry, I keep getting my fingers in front of the lens. This is one of their budget swords. This is $139 on their webpage. They have, I believe, 4 or 5 different styles in that price range, and then they go up from there to I think the most expensive one is around $450, something like that. They just came out with a falchion, which is nice looking for around $199. My only issue is the shipping costs. $55 seems rather steep for shipping, especially when it takes almost a month to arrive. But I'm perfectly happy with the sword. It looks good. The blade has a satin finish. The crossguard and pommel are a little more polished than the blade, but not enough to be, obnoxious. And the scabbard is just your basic generic, inexpensive scabbard. Even at $139, which is a little more than I paid, I think it's worth the money, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. This is my longsword from Swordier, and I don't know if I told you the blade is 35 inches, and the grip and handle, grip, pommel, guard altogether is about 12 inches. So you're looking at 47 inches overall. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. And I can recommend Swordier. I'm not a cutter. I'm more of a collector. I don't cut anymore. I blew out my shoulder not long ago. Well, at this point, it's been quite a while, but so I don't do a lot of cutting. But I think for light cutting, soft targets, this would probably do the job. And there's no rattle, and everything seems to be tightly fitted. So thanks for watching, and thanks to Swordier for putting out a sword that is reasonably priced and people can afford, because The price of swords these days is getting very prohibitive. I mean, honestly, I can't afford, $3, $4, $500 for a sword. 170 is a chunk out of my wallet, but it's something I can do. And even some of the more expensive ones, they have pattern welded blades, um, Damascus guards and pommels. Um, those are in the $200 to $300 range, $400 range. Some of those, and that's really not a bad price for that either. So I think they're a good option. I mean, where else are you going to find a decent looking sword for that price? So thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.